and welcome to this New Year cleanse today together with all of you. So, I hope all of you are doing wonderful and are ready for this powerful session that we're going to experience today. So, first of all, I want to thank you all for being here so that we can create this beautiful group energy together. And as most of you know, I am Geet, and I'll be taking you through this New Year cleanse so that we can take the best from this year and move into the next year with beautiful intentions and visions. Today, in this New Year cleanse, we are going to be doing a lot of powerful activities together so that we can let go of whatever needs to be released and we can create a fresh start to the 2021. So year 2020 was a very exciting year when we got bold a googly. So it was a very unexpected year with so many things that happened which nobody could have anticipated. And yet we are here today through all of those ups and downs and we made it. So the beautiful part, the everything that happened in this year 2020 has created wonderful shifts in each one of us. And there were also a lot of difficult times thanks to COVID and the lockdowns and being stuck at home, where we were forced to work from home and we were supposed to completely cut down on social interactions. And in a different way, we were exposed to some circumstances which we could not have comprehended. And as a result of that, we were forced to go within ourselves. We were forced to challenge and look at everything from a very new perspective. And so today we're going to be talking about what all were the learnings of 2020 as well for each one of us, because everyone got something very different and very special from it. One of the most interesting things that 2020 brought to us was that releasing rigidity is extremely important. Everything that we thought we believed, all the things that we thought are in our control, how we are the supreme beings of earth, everything was challenged in one single year. And it is so interesting how, in all the ways that we have been taking nature for granted, it actually taught us that we are just one organism in this ecosystem and we have to respect every part of this ecosystem. And so today we are also going to do a small exercise where we're going to be talking and releasing the identity of COVID together. So, one of the most interesting things around rigidity is all those people in this year who could let go of this being stuck and who were able to adapt, they could create miracles in 2020. But the people who could only look at the glass as half empty were filled with overwhelm, anxiety, and a lot of challenge. So, embracing fluidity is a very important thing that we came across with in this year. That how, what circumstances we were faced with, to completely take that into our stride and make something beautiful out of it. So, flowing with ease is something that each one of us actually has to understand in order to rise beyond all these circumstances. And now we'll come to one important aspect. So, today we are all gathered here to let go of various things that we experienced during this year. But why is it so important to let go? Why do we talk about releasing? Why do we talk about letting go of all the difficult things? So, briefly, we have an energy body. We have different energy fields in our body. So, I have, for ease of purpose, I have kept it only to 3, 4 energy layers. Otherwise, there are 7 layers that are part of our body energy system. So, what happens is in our emotional and mental health, all the different emotions, experiences that we go through we start collecting all of them in our body. So, whether it is the emotional layer, whether it is the mental layer, everything that we experience, anything that is difficult, traumatic, when it's not processed, it goes and gets stored in our subconscious mind in these specific layers. And eventually, what happens is it becomes our trigger points. It starts becoming a reference point for everything in life. Have you noticed that when you're irritated, everything else also keeps irritating you?
Hmm.
Everything triggers you. Anything a person would say would not normally irritate you,
Hmm.
but when you are in that mode, everything keeps triggering you more and more, more and more. So, the reason for that is that we have that reference in our energy field. And what we have in our system is what we attract more of. Hence, it is extremely important to let go of all this emotional garbage that we have collected, stored, which also eventually becomes diseases in our body. So, it is absolutely pertinent to let go of all of these emotions. When we start understanding all of these aspects, we try to notice that when we let go more and more, we become extremely lighter, freer to experience life from fresh eyes. When we let go of these emotional charges, these mental charges, it's like having these glass tinted glasses that we have on our eyes. So when we remove these glasses, we can see everything from such a beautiful and fresh perspective in our lives. And that is the blessing that this year has taught us, that how to look at everything from a fresh perspective. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start letting go of all of the difficult parts. So, what I want all of you to do is, I want you to take out 3 sheets of paper and a pen. So, you could either have it in your diary. So, make sure you use one page for one thing. So, does everyone has a paper and pen ready?
Yes.
Great. So, on the first sheet of paper, I want you to write down the heading, the difficult parts of year 2020. And in this, I want you to write down all those experiences during this year which were difficult for you, which caused any kind of stress to you, and caused a lot of challenges for you. So it could be around relationships, it could be around work, health, anything that COVID or unrelated to COVID. So just write down everything on a piece of paper. So I will give you 5 minutes to do this. It's very important to bring to mind all these events right now, because once and for all, so that we can release them from our memory and mind. And don't censor your emotions thinking that this thing is small or this thing is big or this thing is insignificant. If it comes to your mind, make sure you write it down.
Mahamaye Mangali Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Mamba Lalita Devi Mahakali Bhairavi Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Mamba Lalita Devi Mahalakshmi Vaishnavi
And those of you who are done can take the second sheet of paper,
Namastasye
and on this sheet, I want you to write down on
Namastasye
top learnings from 2020.
Namastasye Namo Namaha
And these learnings are the positively inspired things that you understood or learned from different things that happened during the year. So, what were your positive influences from 2020?
Mamba Lalita Devi Ma Saraswati Brahmi Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Mamba Lalita Devi Durga Devi Shankari Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha
Those of you who are done with sheet 1 and sheet 2 can give the thumbs up.
Uma Parvati Shive Namastasye Namastasye
Great. So now, in the third sheet,
Namastasye
what I want you to
Namo
write is the blessings from year 2020. So, what were the things that actually worked out really well in 2020 for you? How were you able to create lemonade out of lemons thrown at you? What were the things that really made you feel happy, joyful, and fulfilled? So, write down the blessings of the year 2020.
मा भवानी अम्बिके
And
नमस्तस्यै
as you're writing all these blessings, notice that feeling of joy in your body as you're writing them and relive.
नमः मा अम्बा ललिता देवी अन्नपूर्णलक्ष्मी मा नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः मा अम्बा ललिता देवी कमलाकात्यायनी नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः मा अम्बा ललिता देवी त्वं ब्रह्माणि
And those of you who are done can give a thumbs up or mention in the chat.
नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः मा अम्बा ललिता देवी त्वं
Is everyone done? All right, great. So now we're going to take the first sheet of paper in which you had mentioned all the things that did not were not pleasant or difficult. Notice how many points have you written in your first list and just write it in the chat. If you had 10 things, 5 things, 20 things, just mention that number in the chat. Okay, we have 27, wow, 5, 11, 8, 12. That's great. What else? 9. 7 in first list. All right, so now I want all of you to take the first list in front of you. And as you're looking at all those things in that first list, I want you to notice what are the most prominent emotions that you're feeling and just write them in the chat. You can look at one of the most intense or most difficult experiences or events and notice what the emotion was in that and just write that in the chat. So we have sadness, frustration, anger, social connection, sadness, anger, frustration and sadness, fear of sickness and death, that's right, helplessness, anxiety, continuity, never ending like a vicious loop, fear and loneliness, that's very good. Loneliness, excellent. Fear of what will happen in the future, self doubt, and loneliness. Great. So excellent, all of you, for sharing it with everyone. And now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to introduce you to a very powerful technique which we're going to be using to release all of these emotions together. So many of you might have heard of it, and for some of you, this must be new. So let me tell you a little bit about eutaptics. So eutaptics is a neuroplasticity technique which brings together the powerful components of hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, mindfulness, spirituality, integration, and all different powerful techniques like EFT. So all of those things together create this technique called eutaptics. So which we will be using today to do this release work of all these difficult emotions that we experience throughout the year. So now, before I tell you how we're going to be doing this, I want you to notice, close your eyes, and as you think of the sheet one and all those emotions that you talked about, sadness, anger, frustration, I want you to notice on a scale of 0 to 10, how strong is it? 10 being it is very strong, the sadness, the anger, the loneliness, and 0 means there is absolutely no such emotion. So we have 10, 8. And as you close your eyes, I want you to picture all those things that you experienced, those difficult times, and then write it in the chat. How strong are those emotions on a scale of 0 to 10? If you can't give a number, it's all right. Just make sure you get in touch with all those emotions, those memories that you experienced in 2020. And if those of you who want, you can switch on your videos now as we're going to be tapping together. And with videos on, I can monitor your progress much faster if you're comfortable. So what we're going to be doing in tapping is, we're going to be tapping with these two fingers. So the first point that we will be tapping on is on the forehead, like this. Is everyone with me? So this is the first point. Then the second point is side of the eye. Then third is under the eye. And the fourth point is collarbone. So just below the collarbone here. So this is the fourth point. And fifth, you have to squeeze your wrist when I tell you to and say peace. Okay, so simple. Any questions, anyone so far? All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to be saying some sentences as we are tapping together, and I want you to speak them loudly while tapping along with me. Okay? So I'm sure you're all alone in your rooms so that you can speak loudly. And because the louder you speak, the more easier it becomes to release. Okay? So close your eyes once again. Notice list one and all those things that you saw on it, those feelings, those emotions. Now open your eyes and look up at the ceiling and smile at the ceiling. And let's start tapping between the forehead. I eliminate, release, and let go.
I eliminate, release, and let go.
All sadnesses, fears, emotional traumas.
All sadness, fears, and emotional.
Side of the eye. All judgments, abandonments, betrayals. Under the eye. All resentments, guilts, anger. Collarbone, hopelessness, helplessness. Rejections, feelings of no control. Frustration, forehead, loneliness, side of the eye, and all the other feelings. I release and let it all go. And take a deep breath, blow it all away, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. And now, with your eyes closed, I want you to think of one of the happiest memories of your life till date. A memory where you felt really happy, joyful, loved. Go into that memory like it's happening right now. Feel that wonderful feeling like you enjoying it in this moment. Notice how good it feels in the body. And then take a deep breath, blow it again, squeeze your wrist, and say peace. Now open your eyes, look around the room. So Simran is saying, so if I'm unable to go into a happy memory, what to do? So what you can do in such a situation is you could maybe think of one of your favorite foods. So let's everyone do this together. Close your eyes and think of your favorite food that you like to eat and you absolutely love it. And when you think of it, your mouth starts watering, whether it's dosa or it's Chinese, biryani, whatever it is for you, your favorite food. Imagine eating it and notice how good it feels when you eat it. How nice it feels in your body when you enjoy that food. And then take a deep breath, blow it away, and say peace. So, this is a very simple and fast way to connect with any good emotions. All right, so now let's go back to our list, sheet one. Look at those things again, and now look at those emotions on a scale of 0 to 10. What has changed, and what number is it at now on a scale of 0 to 10? And just mention it in the chat. Notice the intensity of those emotions. All right, Ambika is already at 0. Jyoti is at 0. Kyla is at 7. 5. 2. 2, that's great. 6. 6. All right. Has everyone shared? I think Sunita ji is left. What number are you at, Sunita ji? Just mention in the chat. All right. Now, once again, close your eyes. Notice all these emotions. And let's start tapping. Look up at the ceiling. Smile at the ceiling. I eliminate, release, and let go. All the fears, all the loneliness, whatever is left. Side of the eye. The uncertainty of future. I release and let go all the self-doubt, all the loneliness, all the helplessness, fear of sickness, collarbone. I release and let go fear of COVID, all the anxiety, forehead, all the frustration, sadness, wherever it comes from, whatever it represents. It's time to let it all go. Side of the eye, I release and let it all go. The lack of social connection under the eye, all that I went through, all the difficult parts, collarbone, all the challenging parts, it's safe to let it all go. It's time to let it all go. Take a deep breath, blow it away, and say peace. All right, let's go back, check those emotions, and see on a scale of 0 to 10 what is left now, and just mention in the chat. So we have 0, 4, 5, 7, 0, 5, 0, 6. All right, great. So we have 2-ish with us. Okay, great. So once again, close your eyes, think of everything, think of the memories, the fear of COVID, notice whatever is left, this number, and let's start tapping. I release and let go. In all the ways, the fear of COVID, side of the eye, this demon of COVID, the way it scares us, I release and let it all go. Under the eye, in all the ways COVID represents lack of control, collarbone, in all the ways it shows that we just have to go with the flow and we can't control things and we are afraid of that, letting go of control. I release and let it all go. Forehead, all these emotions, feelings, memories. Side of the eye, the worst case scenarios in my mind. Under the eye, all the stories that I keep reading in the newspaper and WhatsApp that bother me, I release and let them all go. Collarbone, it's safe to let it all go. It's time to let it all go. Take a deep breath, blow it away, and say peace. And once again, go to your happy memory. And just enjoy in that happy memory. Feel that wonderful feeling. And then take a deep breath, blow it away, and say peace. And now let's go back and check, see if there's anything left. How are you feeling? And write the number in the chat. We have 4200000. Feeling good. That's wonderful. All right. So now this round, we're going to have a little bit of fun. So what I want all of you to do is, while we're tapping, I want you to sing happy birthday like a dog. Okay? So who would like to show us how does a dog sing happy birthday? Jyoti, would you like to show us?
Can I do that with the kittens? I'm good
All
at
right.
that.
Show us a kitten then.
Okay. So, happy birthday, right?
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's lovely. So everyone got it? So that's how you have to sing loudly together, okay, while tapping. So let's start. So I'm going to be saying some things and you have to sing loudly like a cat or a dog. So let's start. I release and let go whatever is left. Side of the eye, any emotions, any feelings from anywhere, from 2020 or before, in all the ways they're stored inside me. Under the eye, it's safe to let it go. Collarbone, it's time to let it go. Forehead, all the fears, wherever they come from, whoever I've borrowed them from, I can let them all go now. I don't need them. I am safe and I let go of everything, all the resistance, difficulties, challenges. And as I let them all go, I transform them into love, joy, and happiness. Take a deep breath, blow it away, and say peace. All right, so how is everyone feeling? Let's quickly write in the chat and put a number. Wonderful. So now what I want all of you to do is I want you to close your eyes and sit comfortably with your back supported. Okay, so just relax and be seated. And I want you to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, breathing in all the positivity and breathing out any stress that is still left. And now I want you to imagine that you're sitting in a beautiful garden in front of a bonfire. So just be there, sit next to that bonfire, and feel the warmth of that fire, the beautiful colors of that fire flame. And as you're sitting there, I want you to imagine taking the sheet one and tearing it all and throwing it into that fire so that whatever is left can be transmuted in this beautiful fire. Imagine putting that sheet of paper into the fire. And notice if there's any heaviness left in your body, anything at all. Let it flow from you into that fire. Any darkness, any heaviness from any part of your body, let it all flow into that bonfire so that you become light, relaxed, and free. and just enjoy this flame, the warmth. And as you're sitting here, I want you to imagine the identity of COVID, this COVID virus, like a little child in front of you. And we're going to say a small Ho'oponopono prayer for this COVID virus together. Let's apologize to nature for everything that we have done to harm it. In any way that we have been damaging Mother Nature and disturbing the balance of Mother Earth. So say to it that I'm sorry in whatever ways we have wronged you. I'm sorry for that. Please forgive me. I take full responsibility for all that we are experiencing in our lives. I don't blame anyone, and I apologize from the center of my heart. And I thank you for forgiving me. And I love you. Say these beautiful 4 phrases of Ho'oponopono to the COVID identity. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And just imagine this beautiful love flowing and this deep forgiveness. And as this transmutation is complete, thank the identity of COVID for all that it taught you. And with all the love in your heart, allow it to transmute into that bonfire. And as it transmutes into that bonfire, it takes away anything left, any fear, into that bonfire. And the only thing that is left is pure love for this entire creation. It's only people who are hurt others. When we give love, only then anything and anyone can heal. So, as you're sitting here, send love to anyone who needs it. Imagine this beautiful light of love flowing from your heart to all your loved ones. Everything in our life is always happening for our highest good. When we understand this, we stop resisting life and the struggles. Every upheaval in your life comes and goes, yet you remain anchored in your being, knowing that this is all unfolding in the best and highest way, always for you. This understanding creates a deep flow in our lives, an ease and effortlessness that we are always supported and provided for by life. If we come from beliefs like the world is out there to get me, I have to protect myself, then all these beliefs hamper the flow of life and fill it with anxiety and overwhelm. So put all these beliefs into this bonfire and allow yourself to embrace and become one with the flow of life. As we are more and more relaxed, all our abilities operate at their highest. So just relax in this flow of life that is always taking care of you, always there for you. And now thank this beautiful bonfire and express your gratitude. And this beautiful fire has a message for you. Listen to that message with an open heart. And then, whenever you're done, you can slowly bring yourself back to the here and now, feeling fully aligned, slowly opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Once everyone is back in the here and now, just give a thumbs up or mention in the chat. And you can also share with us the message that you got for you from that beautiful fire. Peace and freedom. That's beautiful. All is well. Be at peace. तू कर लेगी यार मस्त रह. Live freely and fearlessly. Goodbye 2020. That's beautiful. All right. And now, as we're getting to the end of this session, we have one small thing to do together. We're going to create the intention for 2021. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to create a beautiful vision for our 2021. However, one of the beautiful learnings that we talked about today is that plans don't necessarily happen. So, I want you to share this beautiful thing that I learned from one of my teachers. Desires held tightly become expectations, and desires held lightly are called intentions. So, we're going to be setting intentions rather than having goals or plans. So, these beautiful intentions are there to be the guiding posts. And rest, we allow ourselves to flow with life and go with this beautiful flow with ease and effortlessness. So, now once again, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine that you are on an island, and we're going to call this Island A. You are surrounded by water all around you on this beautiful Island A. This is your life currently, this Island A, everything that you have in your life currently. And now, as you see across the sea, you see Island B. And this Island B represents the most beautiful, amazing, wonderful life of your dreams. So notice what all is there in Island B. What do you see yourself doing, experiencing, feeling in few months or years down the line? Look at your relationships on Island B. How you're surrounded with so much love, kindness, compassion. The beautiful relationship that you have with yourself, which translates into beautiful relationships with everyone around you. And notice how wonderful it feels to be deeply in love with yourself and with everyone else. Look at what you're doing. Look at your work as you're enjoying, earning money, feeling abundant and deeply fulfilled. Look at your healthy body, your fit body, as you're doing, being active and living life freely. Notice what you're wearing on your beautiful body, the way you're walking, the way you're talking. And as you're enjoying your life in this island B, I want you to notice what qualities you possess. What are those traits that you possess here in Island B? Feel how good these qualities make you feel. The confidence in yourself, peace in your being, having your personal boundaries, living freely with your authentic truth, standing up for yourself with love and kindness, and living a beautiful, empowered life. And now I want you to imagine the you from Island A merging into the you on Island B as Island A completely dissolves and you step into this beautiful new self, full of life, freedom, joy, confidence, love, and peace. And when you're fully merged, take a deep breath, blow it away, and say peace. And then slowly open your eyes whenever you're ready. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs, move your body. Look around the room, have some water. And how is everyone feeling? Wonderful. So, thank you everyone for being here. It was lovely to have this group session with each one of you. And I thank you for being here. And I wish each one of you peace beyond understanding. Have a wonderful and beautiful 2021. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, and same to you.
Thank you.